Hey, welcome to the what?
So look, BKFC 20 coming up. And not to sound disrespectful or anything on the BKFC 20, you know, you look at this poster and then you look at the poster for BKFC 19 where you feel like you know everybody. Like I knew everybody on BKFC 19 except for what's it, Red Man, Blueface, Red Face, what's his name?
Blueface, you had it right the first time.
I said it the first time.
Yeah.
But on this one, I'm like Alan Belcher. Yeah, I know Alan Belcher. I don't really know. Oh, I know Barnett. Do you remember? See, this is what I don't like. They need to bring these guys back, right? Way back when Barnett fought that one guy that didn't come out for the fifth. This was like BKFC, like 15, 16, wasn't it? Remember when we watched that whole card and the guy didn't come out for the fifth? It was a pro boxer. Man, I'm there. Okay, they got me on watching it.
How this is actually a rematch. Barnett and Bedford is a rematch from BKFC 6. Happened, I think it was last year, June 22nd. Barnett lost on a unanimous decision, but he's won 3 fights since then. So he's coming in on a win streak. And I think this title is vacant too, because I think Bedford last fought for the belt or had the belt before, lost it to... I don't even want to say his name because I might get it wrong. Go ahead,
give it a shot. I like when you mess up names.
His first name is Dat. Dat Ngunyu. Nganyu.
Inouye?
Inouye. Yeah, it sounds like. But
that wasn't even close.
He since left the BKFC and now the title's vacant. So this right here is a rematch right here from a previous fight that happened last year. No, 2019. Happened in 2019 at BKFC 6. So these two individuals are already familiar with each other. So I'm looking for these individuals to come in and try to get a knockout of this one, man. I don't want this to go 5 rounds because I want to see somebody get brutally hit and drop to the ground.
Look, come on now. Look, hey, BKFC does not produce the same distance fights that other sports produce, though. No. So, like, you look at a 3-round UFC fight and you might go away like, oh man, that's crazy. Or you might go away like, okay, it's cool, we're gonna get to the next fight. Or you go to boxing, it's 12 rounds, you might make it to the 12th round like, yo, this was crazy. Or you might tune back in, 3 rounds later when you get to the 12 because you had quit watching. But like with BKFC, it's like they go right
and when they toe the line.
And you be like, man, this crap, I don't know, the ref might stop this, and they might stop it for the other guy. I don't know if I seen like too many terrible decisions, or you seen where they like dumped a gas tank, but then after that they just start swinging for the fences. I'm like, I can live with that too. Go ahead. So look, but wait,
this card should be very interesting though. But there's some other things we need to talk about BKFC too,
man. Guess what?
What up?
They talking about a tourney.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited about this 125 women's division tournament right here. I did say something about this in the past, but they're turning the women's division to a tournament. And they're going to crown somebody a champion pretty soon. So look out for some more information about this right here. But the tournament is happening very, very soon. A tournament is happening very, very soon. So I'm rooting for my girl Taylor Starling, but there's some other females in this division that can actually put on the show. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens pretty soon, man. But there's some other news in BKFC too.
No, I have to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I have to ask you a question. All right. So the over under, right? I give you 2-1 on your money.
Yeah.
2-1 on your money. Does Paige Van Zandt show up in this tournament?
No. Paige Van Zandt needs two wins. By the time she get 2 wins, this tournament will be over.
But what if somebody gets injured or something like that? Does Paige Van Zandt show up in this tournament?
I don't even feel Rachel's going to be in this tournament right here. I feel like she might be a one and done. The only reason why she came to BKFC was to fight Paige Van Zandt. I'm just saying. I just feel that. From the bottom of my heart, that's why I feel about that fight right there. I feel like that was a one and done. Even though she said that when she got in there, it was different and she liked what she was doing or whatnot. It just felt like from the post fight when she was like covering her face when she was trying to talk because her face was puffing up. It just felt like she felt uncomfortable uh banging with no gloves on. So I feel like she's a one and done on this one. But um Paige Van Zandt might get an opportunity if Rachel was to knock off and not want to be in the tournament itself. But I feel like if she didn't, it'd be one of those things where they go from six to just four, and it'd be two, one, two and two, and then one fighting for the championship. I just feel like that would happen.
Okay, I just wanted to ask that.
Yeah,
And they talking about bringing in a 115 too. But look,
really.
guess who got signed?
Who got signed, man, dude? That's a
Hey,
big signing for
look,
BKFC, man.
hey,
That's big. That's
I
big.
need I need to shout out Conor McGregor right now. Cause how much has Conor McGregor said over the years that really stuck in everyone's head? Like I can't get it. Like it's Chad Money Mendez. That's his
Money.
name. But
Yep.
in my head, I keep hearing Conor saying Chad Mini Mendez. Like that's so disrespectful that it stick with
That
people
is
forever.
that is the respect right there.
Disrespectful. Chad Money Mendez is signed, and I don't know if he's actually out of his contract. I think they just was like, "Go ahead, you could do it."
Yeah, no. That's exactly what I've heard. I heard that the UFC
The
gave him
okay,
gave him the okay to fight in BKFC.
but he's still
Seriously.
under contract with the UFC, right?
I think so. I think he's still under contract with UFC, but I feel like they gave him the okey doke. Be like, hey man, okey doke, you can go over there and get not throw them fisticuffs with no gloves on. That's what you can do. You can go ahead and do that.
Now, the question then becomes this: how does he do
It's
in?
it's dude, it's a change, man. It's different. I feel
So,
like if anybody comes to BKFC, they need two fights because that first fight is one of those fill out processes, and if you ain't lucky, you're gonna get knocked out. And that second fight, you know what to do and you know how to handle the situation. But with BKFC coming up and being in the limelight a little bit more, I feel like there's some people out there that can actually show him the ways, and I feel like he performs in a way where it's unexpected.
so,
Uh,
so you got a comment here, which was gonna lead into something that I was gonna say next, which is Eric from Chicago. I don't think he's actually from Chicago, but it sounds good. He whipped up on Connor until he got tired. Was it like 11 to 14 days notice? It was short notice for the title, and he did whoop up on him a little bit. But here's the thing: the thing that we're just talking about Chad Mendez, BKFC at this point. The thing we talk about with Chad Mendez, same thing when he whipped up on Conor McGregor, is what? Hey, you let Chad Mendez get a hold of you, it's gonna be a long night. Here's the thing:
can't
Chad
get a hold
Mendez
of him.
can't get a hold of him. So are we about to walk into another?
Paige Vincent.
No. What's his name? We hyped it up, boy. We thought he was gonna be the savior for MMA. Ben Askren.
Oh,
Ben Askren get a hold of you, it's a wrap. But when it comes to striking, it wasn't. Now, I'm not saying Chad Mendez striking isn't is his striking is a little bit above Ben Askren, to say the least. But the thing is, how do we think Chad Mendez is going to do?
I saw some training video on Chad Mendez, and I believe that what you say is true. If you're hitting pads, everybody look good, especially if you're a trained fighter. Everybody look good when you're hitting pads. When I saw him hitting pads, he looked fast. He looked fast. He looked quick, and he looked like he knew what he was doing. So I don't really have a dog in this fight right here because I feel like he's gonna come in. He's gonna do very well. But who knows? Who knows? This is BKFC, man. Once them gloves come off, man, it's a different story when you get in that ring. So I
Man,
don't know. I don't know.
man. I they making moves. I
They
can
are.
commend them for that.
They are.
BKFC is making moves.
They're going to, I wouldn't say it's the bottom of the barrel, but they're going to some high profile names who are probably on the back end or who have had bad luck in the UFC or other sports,
The
and they're
Bellator model.
bringing them to BKFC, and they're hyping them up, making them feel at home, giving them a lot of money so they can promote the sport itself. And Chad Mendez is a big name for BKFC, but it's a middle of the road name for the MMA UFC world. So I like what they're doing. But the thing is that the one thing about Paige Van Sant was she came in, she lost twice.
But okay, Paige Van
I
Zant.
understand
I
what
give
you're
you Paige Van
saying.
Zant. Paige Van Zant was different. So, but
Yeah.
my idea is that are they essentially? I mean, they're trying to find their little niche, right, in the
Hmm.
world. They're like, it'd be crazy to think like we're gonna overtake the UFC in 10 years. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
That ain't
But
gonna
they
happen.
just want to find a way where they can make decent to good money year after year and put on this stuff. Bellator kind of style, and
Yeah.
then they grow. So what they're doing is sort of the Bellator model where it's like, okay, so we got our fighters that we bring up, and then we bring in the like older, the something happened or injured, but now they're making a comeback. Any of that fighters, and we're gonna use those fighters as a name to bring over eyes. But I feel like the same way that like Bellator kind of sort of went is the way they're going to go too, where they're thinking we bring in Chad Mendez to put somebody else on. Like, how many people know the name Britton Hart that didn't know it before she
They know
fought?
it now though. They know it more now than what they
Didn't know,
did in the past. Yeah.
didn't know it before she fought Paige Van Zant. You know, they could have been like, we'll take. They want Paige Van Zant on. I know she's a different one, but they could bring in these names to put their other boys on. Um,
True. But in order to get those fans who just see names and just watch it because of the names that are on the promotion, if you see a Paige Van Sant, she's doing well in BKFC, you're gonna continue to have those fans watch. But I understand what you're saying is you get those who previously were not on now, and you get some fans for life. But when you bring over a Chad Mendez or a Paige Van Sant from a different promotion, you're looking for them to actually do, if not well, well at least mediocre. So you just keep them up there, so you can keep that name. So not
keep it
only
going
you can
before
keep,
we
yeah,
put somebody on.
exactly.
Cause I
So
always thought it was weird, like whenever somebody comes over to Bellator, and then they, like, what's it like Ben Henderson when he came over to Bellator, and he just immediately is winning.
yeah,
Okay, well that just discredits the whole roster. But Ben Henderson came over and he sort of struggled a little bit, and you're like, oh, okay, there's some good dudes in Bellator. I feel like that gives Bellator more legitimacy that a champion from 155 can come over and be like, man, okay, them boys can fight over here too. You know, that's the
but
same thing.
here's my thing though. For me, I know who Ben Henderson is. If Ben goes over to Bellator, dominates, right? Middle of the league or middle of the pack over in UFC, he goes to Bellator, dominates. I'm gonna watch Ben because I'm like, Ben, he was good before, caught bad luck in UFC. Now he's good again. But you know they got talent. Eventually they're gonna catch up with Ben and he's gonna catch some L's. But you can push me away from the UFC some a little bit more by watching Ben if he's actually doing well over there in Bellator. If he's not doing well, I'm not watching him. I'm gonna be like he was trash over in UFC. Now he's trash over in Bellator.
I
You see what
don't
I'm
know.
saying?
I don't know. We
Now
didn't we
I'm
didn't
just
follow Mighty Mouse.
just just from a casual fan. We didn't like Mighty Mouse though.
Oh,
Here's
we
the thing.
like Mighty Mouse. I don't know who
He
didn't like Mighty Mouse.
the thing about Mighty Mouse was is that he didn't have competition, or we felt like he didn't have competition because he was winning all the time.
Yeah,
And you love winners, but you love to see those who are on top fall and see if they can get back to the top. He failed
also
and then he
true.
left. So he didn't get an opportunity to get back on top. You know what I'm saying?
All right, all right, all right, all right. We got to
So
move on. We got to